Pakistan has suffered yet another major international embarrassment. Pakistan's Prime Minister, Imran Khan, admitted that the Pakistani government does not have enough funds to spend on people's welfare. Because the country's rising foreign debts, combined with low tax recovery, have created a national security issue. While addressing the inaugural ceremony of the first ever track and trace system (TTS) of the Federal Board of Revenue for the sugar industry in Islamabad, Imran Khan said, "Our main issue is that we don't have enough money to run our country, due to which we have to borrow money." The Federal Board of Revenue (FBR) is a federal law enforcement agency of Pakistan that investigates tax crimes, suspicious accumulation of wealth, and money laundering. The FBR's track and trace system will ensure electronic monitoring of important sectors, such as tobacco, fertilizer, sugar, and cement production and sale. Under the system, no production bag of sugar will be taken out of the factory or manufacturing plant without a stamp and an individual identity mark. Imran Khan said, "This will improve system transparency and increase revenue for the country." And, in the next phase, the government intends to implement the track and trace system in the country's petroleum and beverage sectors. While praising the FBR for introducing the TTS, PM Imran Khan stated that the system would have a far-reaching impact on the country's tax collection. Furthermore, he stated that the prevalent culture of avoiding taxation was a legacy of the colonial period, when people disliked paying taxes because their money was not spent on them. He also mentioned about the ruling elite of the country never took measures to encourage people to pay taxes, due to which they were forced to rely on loans. Imran Khan believes that paying taxes is the only way to break the country's vicious cycle of debt. Pakistan's economic difficulties. Under Imran Khan's leadership, Pakistan is on the verge of an economic crisis. According to a recent report, the country will also require $51.6 billion United States dollars in gross external financing over the next 2 years, 2021 to 2023, to address the impending challenges. Furthermore, the country is still on the FATF's grey list for failing to take action against operatives of designated and banned terror outfits and organizations, as well as for failing to combat money laundering, terror financing, and proliferation financing. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, the country's much-touted lifeline, is also failing to materialize as planned. Currently, Pakistan is witnessing massive protests in its port city of Gwadar, with people shouting anti-China and anti-Imran Khan slogans. People condemned the Pakistani Prime Minister-led government for approving $60 billion worth of China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, claiming that the initiative would deprive them of their livelihoods and create a severe shortage of electricity and water in the region. It is worth mentioning that CPEC is a collection of infrastructure projects that began construction in Pakistan in 2013, which was originally valued at $47 billion, and, as of now, it's worth $62 billion. Recently, Imran Khan begs Pakistanis to allow a fuel price increase in order to combat crippling debt. He said, petrol prices must be raised in order to address the growing debt crisis. Furthermore, he compared the current petrol price in Pakistan to those in India and Bangladesh. He claimed that there is a ruckus in India over petrol prices. Imran Khan is misleading the people of Pakistan by claiming that Pakistan's oil is the cheapest in the world and raised the price of petrol by more than 8 rupees per day earlier this year. He clarified by saying that the entire world is currently dealing with inflation.